always the smallest ship in port. I would often joke to our passengers that we were barely big enough to be a lifeboat for some of the bigger American ships. But you know what? Her personality, her atmosphere and her fiercely loyal, ever-growing following makes her a true giant of the seas. With 5 different bars to choose from, you'll need to experience the Lido bar through to the calm tranquility of explorers. I spent many a happy evening enjoying the panoramic views of horizons, but my personal favourite is here, Raffles. Perfect location at the heart of the ship, and it means I can eat, drink and watch the show and get back to my cabin all in under 100 steps. Food, glorious food, from the more relaxed informality of the Lido buffet, thank you very much, through to the a la carte luxury of the Compass Rose. All the dining is open sitting and fits around you. For lunch, don't miss the barbecue at the Terrace Grill. And then, in the evening, book yourself in for a real treat in Scirocco's. Trust me, your stomach will thank you. The heart of the ship is the award-winning British entertainment programme. And from the cruise director through to the lighting technician, the entertainment team are visible, friendly, talented, and above all, they love their jobs. From award-winning UK comedians, game shows, cabarets, West End-style theatre shows, there's always something going on. And of course, Thompson's deck parties have a legendary status, with live bands, a full show team cabaret. Trust me, dancing under the stars will never ever be the same. There are 4 main grades of accommodation on board, all with 24-hour room service, 2 turn-downs a day, and that legendary chocolate on your pillow. There is so much to do and see on a Thompson cruise, you may find an inside cabin is actually all you need. But for those who really want to know how the other half live, why don't you make a splash in your own jacuzzi with the presidential suite, which is only slightly smaller than my old cabin on board.
That was Keith Maynard from our Sunday shows, and Keith worked on board Thompson for many years, and
yes,
he had the best of times, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, absolutely loved it. So there you go, that's the ship that you're going to be going on. But this is such a lovely cruise because you've got the cruise and then you've got your stay in a hotel as well, which I think is fab.
£950 as well,
yeah,
which is even better. So it starts off with the flights, either from Norwich or Bournemouth, but we can find flights from anywhere.
We can find flights from anywhere, so just give us a ring at the call centre on the free number. Worth mentioning as well, all transfers are included too. So then you're embarking the beautiful Thompson Spirit and you're sailing through day 2, and then you arrive in Ashdod in Israel. And what's rather nice is that when you arrive here, you've actually got an overnight on board. So this is where you can go and visit Jerusalem, and you can go and see all the old religious sites, you know, the Western Wall, and you could even go to one of Israel's famous museums, which is the Holocaust Memorial, or go and see the Dead Sea Scrolls. Jerusalem is located inland, so basically when you stop off at the port of Ashdod, it will take you about an hour to get there, but it's so worth it. It really is, and you've got the overnight. And you know, you can see the site of Jesus' crucifixion. It's fascinating. It's an incredible place to go. The spot where Muhammad was supposed to have ascended to heaven. Very historic, very interesting. You can go and see the room of the Last Supper and King David's tomb. What an amazing start to your trip. And then we're sailing off to Larnaca in Cyprus. It's on the southern coast and it's a really nice resort place, and you can just go and enjoy the beautiful beaches there. And then we arrive in Alanya on Turkey's southwest coast. So you've got your harbour and you've got this big castle overlooking it all. You've got medieval buildings up on the peninsula, but you've also got lively bars and lots of things to do and see. Beautiful beaches as well. You've got 2 blue flag beaches in Alanya. So well worth seeing, and you've also got ancient Roman ruins as well.
I'm just thinking of the great temperatures you're going to have. We've got dates in May, July and August.
Oh, I know. And how lovely to get your summer holiday in the diary now, get you through the winter. Really nice thing to do.
And only a deposit needed, of course, tonight as well. Where's next then?
Then we're off to Rhodes, where they get an average of 300 sunny days a year. That's not bad, is it? A bit different to here. Beautiful temperatures. And of course, it's in the Aegean Sea. Just stunning water. You can see there, you get those greens in amongst the blue. It's just spectacular. And as you sail into Rhodes as well, it's well worth considering a balcony because it's such a beautiful port to sail into. It's a preserved medieval town, and when you disembark, you'll be just outside the old town, a maze of cobblestone streets, and there's so much to see and do. You can go to the Palace of the Grand Masters, but you could also, of course, just go to the marketplace and wander around all the food courts and gift shops. It's beautiful. And then we are arriving in Marmaris. Now you're going to disembark the ship here and transfer to a hotel in the resort of Ola Denise, and you've got 7 nights on an all-inclusive basis.
Wow, so that's all of your fabulous food and all of your alcoholic beverages and soft drinks.
It's all-inclusive, and it's, you know, fantastic. So perhaps if, you know, your other half is like, oh, I'm not sure I want to do a cruise this year, but I'm undecided, you know, or vice versa. You've got your resort holiday, you've got your cruise, all in one spectacular trip. Now, from here, I would really recommend you go and visit Cleopatra Island. It's a small little beach island made of silky smooth white sand, and technically the sand is made up of little seashells. It's beautiful. You're getting an idea of what the hotel is like.
Just looking at the hotel and resort here.
The 14 hotel.
I mean, my word.
It's really nice, isn't it?
It's
really nice.
Beautiful.
Can you imagine if you were trying to sort this out yourself, bespoke, and do it all without the discounts that we can give you here at Planet Cruise? It was cost you an arm and a leg. So especially at this time of year, it's a really good deal. So you're just going to have a lovely beach time here. You're there for the whole week. You'll get your wonderful suntan, and then I'm afraid it's time to come home and fly home on day 15.
And don't forget, the first part of your wonderful 14-night holiday starts on board the Thompson Spirit. You know, a ship that's going to give you so much choice, great food, amazing entertainment. And we hear this again and again with Thompson. Their shows and their standard of shows is incredible.
Absolutely. They're a very popular cruise line, especially with British customers. And, you know, you kind of know what you're getting. You can see it's a really comfortable ship. There's where I like to sit, the salon, get my hair done. Great kids club as well, of course. If you are taking the little ones as well, you will not be bored.
We should point out, I know for some of our Scottish viewers, if you go on the 27th of July, one of the dates, that's the start of the summer holidays in Scotland, isn't it?
I think actually it is in England as well, but I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty convinced, by then they'll have broken up.
You should know, you're a mum, Gemma.
I'm one day at a time, me. Do you go to school today?
Let's show you what's included in this amazing offer from, of course, Thompson. The price is at $949. Now, you can have return flights from Norwich or Bournemouth, depending on departure date. But we do have flights available from all of your local airports for just small supplements, generally speaking. All your tips and service charges, they are included with the Thompsons. You don't have to worry about any of those. And we'll also give you 7 nights in that wonderful all-inclusive hotel there as well. Let's show you the prices. We have 3 dates. The May date there is the 25th of May. A tiny difference between inside and outside, you know, just £50. Which works out a few pounds per night per person. And again, if you look at July, as we mentioned, the summer holidays for Scotland and some of the UK now, and August there, very little difference in the inside and the outside. And I have to recommend, if you can go for it, we have got outstanding prices there on suites as well. Now, we did mention that we can find you a flight from your local airport. It's one of the great things with working with Thompson. We can find you an airport very close to your home. So just speak to our cruise consultants. They're ready to take your calls on that free phone number, don't forget, which is there on the screen, 0800 840 1088. So 0800 840 1088. But we've got another guest just joined us. You may remember him before, Luke from Carnival. Nice to see you, Luke.
Nice to see you again, Sean.
Last time you were with Gemma and I, we had one of the busiest shows ever in our history.
Hence why I'm back. Loved it so much, can't keep me away now.
Well, you've brought us an exclusive deal tonight, haven't you?
Completely exclusive to Planet Cruise. And, you know, I mean, it's time sensitive. It's like we were saying earlier, like, you've got to get in there quick because there's no telling how long this deal's going to be about for.
Well, honestly, when Gemma and I saw this, we looked and thought, hang on, you're away for 10 nights, you're staying in Las Vegas for 3 nights.
I know, it's an amazing itinerary.
It will fly. It will fly tonight. And, Gemma.
Yes.
I'm just thinking, do you like champagne?
Well, what do you think?
I think that's a big yes. If you book the first 5 people to book right now, and I want you on the phone lines as soon as you can, you will get champagne in your stateroom for when you arrive. But Luke's with us, and he knows how wonderful your Carnival experience will be. So let's just look at the ship that you're going to be on and give you a taste of what life's on board with Carnival.
Absolutely. So you're going to be on Carnival Miracle on this fantastic deal. This is one of our smaller ships in the fleet, but you've got a fantastic array of entertainment facilities, some great bars, amazing pool areas out on deck, kids facilities. It really is just like one of those holidays you'll remember forever. But the great thing about the package we brought you today is that you've got the Vegas stay, and Carnival as a cruise line gets compared to Vegas quite a lot. So it fits in very, very well. So it is a lot more informal on board. You're not going to have any tuxedos and all that type of stuff. It's a lot more lively entertainment. You can see here the shows are more choreographed, a lot more music, a bit more Cirque du Soleil-esque. The food on board is absolutely to die for. I mean, we're a 4-star cruise line, but I mean, I've been on dozens of cruises in my life, and I can honestly say the food on board Carnival is some of the best I have ever eaten in. You've got facilities on what you can see here with the sports courts and the gymnasium, but on top of that, you've also got the adults-only area called Serenity, which is completely included in the cost of your cruise, which is an absolutely brilliant place to go, chill out and relax. Get away from the kids if you want to, or just and read a book and just have a couple of cocktails. The kids clubs, again, absolutely fantastic. They've got their own separate pool area at the back of the ship. I can't speak highly enough, and I can't get all the things on board. It's just incredible.
And this is why you get such great reviews. This is an exclusive deal tonight, and you know, I know when I flew to Las Vegas, you know, the cost of the flights alone.
Honestly,
yeah.
You could be paying £400 to £700 easily, depending on where you're going from.
Well, they're all included, as is your fantastic hotel stay as well. So, yeah, let's take you to Las Vegas first of all.
Yeah,
Here we
baby.
go.
So this trip actually starts with a flight from London Heathrow to Las Vegas. This is before the cruise has even begun, and you've got 3 nights there as well. Now, if you are 2 adults sharing, you'll be in the MGMN Grand. If you're a single, you'll go to the Luxor. Both fabulous hotels right in the centre of all the action, and you have got a 3-night stay. So what is there not to do in Las Vegas? Obviously, it's the most surreal place if you've never been. It's that place where you're walking along and you see the Eiffel Tower. You have to think for a moment, where am I? You know, everything is big, everything is colourful and glittering and sparkly, but you're in the desert as well. So you've got that incredible climate.
And I tell you what, if you've got a chance to, you know, see some of the great acts in Las Vegas.
Yes, I mean, you never know, like some of the big stars, will hopefully be there. The Bellagio fountains as well. Obviously, you might go and have a little flutter as well.
Of course,
yes.
the mood not to, wouldn't it? So this is, I mean, it's one of the best hotels at the MGM Grand there in Las Vegas. You're there for 3 nights.
Yeah, and it's synonymous with Vegas, I think. It's one of those, I mean, it's featured in so many films with Vegas in, and it just fits so well with this package.
And things are big in Vegas, aren't they?
Yeah.
The rooms, generally speaking, they're big, aren't
Huge.
they? Yeah, the beds are
Massive.
big. It's fantastic. However, that's only the beginning of your amazing trip, because then we've got a transfer, so an internal flight from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, haven't we?
Yeah, that's right. And actually, I think that's perfect. I think 3 days in Vegas, go large, and then escape. And so then you fly to Las Vegas, and that is where you're going to embark the Carnival Miracle, and you are off for 7 nights cruising. This really is such a good itinerary, isn't it, Luke? It's fantastic. You get a bit of everything.
Absolutely one. And but like you say, you've gone hard, you've gone big in Vegas.
Yeah.
Why not chill out around your going around
And of course, the first port of call, talking of now relaxing, you are sailing off, and then you are going to be in Mexico, in Cabo San Lucas. Now, this is actually a destination that you know, is quite famous for its partying, but you can also absolutely pick and choose and get away as well. It's got so much to offer. You've got the quieter sister town of San Jose del Cabo, and if the conditions are right, the waters here, if you want to do snorkeling or kayaking and all that kind of thing, absolutely wonderful. It's one of the most biologically richest areas in the world, and you can even do whale watching here as well.
It does look pretty perfect.
It's pretty perfect. If you're into fishing, this is where a lot of famous people like Bing Crosby and John Wayne used to come and do their fishing for marlin. Wow. I think that's quite a cool fact, actually. So amazing, amazing beaches. You can go and watch the dolphins. You're in beach heaven.
And we haven't moved on though, Jem. Here we are.
Sorry, yes, I'm getting a bit excited about Mexico. We're then off to Puerto Vallarta. Now, this is another destination in Mexico, and you've got cobblestone streets that go straight up to the jungle. This is where Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor got it together when they were filming Night of the Iguana. So there you go, little fact there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. So again, you've got absolutely spectacular beaches, and there's lots of shore excursions as well. Please, when you ring up as well, Planet Cruise can sort out any trips for you too, because there's a lot to do here. Beautiful city to walk around, loads of shops, restaurants, busy traffic, but really exciting and vibrant. And then you've got 2 days at sea.
So those 2 days, Luke, you can enjoy your wonderful ship.
Absolutely. I mean, you can go have a night in the steakhouse on board. You could spend a day in the spa. You could just chill out around by the main pool, which is kind of like the lifeblood of the ship. The main pool area where you've got 2 pools, massive bar, and just a load going on. Everyone comes together and just enjoys the great atmosphere.
Well, who wouldn't want to be on this fabulous ship? And again, this is exclusive. The price is outstanding tonight at 949. We know how busy the phone lines are going to be tonight, so the team we're told to put together the best show this year, and they have done it. I mean, when you think about it, January is such a hideous month, isn't it?
I think the word is drab.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I could use many words to describe January.
But you've got the perfect time to go to that region of the world. And on top of that, I mean, we talk about the 949 price. And for £5 a day extra for this holiday, you could upgrade to a balcony and see it in absolute style.
Luke, I'm glad you mentioned that, and this is really important. Yeah?
Yeah.
If you go for the 29th of January, yes, and these are going to go, we know how many available, you can have a balcony at 999. Break this down, all of the flights, that fantastic stay in that gorgeous hotel, of course, in Las Vegas, and, of course, for the first 5 bookings tonight, the free bottle of champagne as well. Can I just say a big thank you to... Oh, we forgot to mention the single special, Luke, as well.
Single special as well. I mean, such good value for singles as well. I mean, the price 1149 for a single passenger. I mean, on a cruise, you've got the viewers will know, to get a single supplement at that little extra, it's incredible.
Luke, I said last time you were here, you brought us an outstanding deal, and it was one of the busiest shows ever. You've done it again tonight.
Oh, that's what I try and do.
You did it all personally, we know, didn't you?
Well, this is it. I'm there slaving away in the office, putting this together.
Seriously, jokes apart, I've presented the show for 7 or 8 years now, and that is one of the best deals I've ever seen in it.
It's going to fly, so get calling. That's all we
don't want to miss out.
The phone
lines, they are going to be mega busy tonight. Thank you so much, Luke.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
You're going to find it hard to beat that one, I'll tell you, though. Let's look at the prices on this one. Really worth seeing the upgrades that are available. You look on the 1st of January there, we've got, say, an upgrade to the ocean view for the same price as the inside and the balcony there. They're all 1149. And then the 29th of January, if you're looking at a balcony on that date, I would give us a call as soon as you can, because we are predicting those to sell out. And they're only £50 more this evening. Remember, it's a free phone number. Our cruise consultants are very experienced. They will talk you through and guide you through on 0800 840 1088. And I know we always get loads of new viewers that have never booked a cruise before that are still like, oh, will I like cruising? Our cruise consultants will talk you through. They'll answer any queries. But I know I booked my first cruise when I was 40, and I've now taken 20 cruises. And I'm not 60, I'm only 40. I'm only 45, so,
One every 3 years.
I've been very lucky. Now, we did mention, Gemini, we gave you the heads up. One of the main benefits of us being live on the night is that if a deal comes up and changes, if there's a price drop, we want to inform you about it. Just a few hours ago, this cruise was dropped to £479.
I know, and this really did come through very last minute. Yeah. I literally was arriving here in my car and I got the email and I couldn't believe the price.
I actually thought it was a typo. I thought, hang on, it's 11 nights, it's P&O, it cannot be 479. By the way, the saving, just looking here, is actually over £400. Anyway, let's take you on board. So P&O, a company with decades of experience.
So much experience, really classic ships, and yet they've still got that element of sort of being really modern ships as well. This is the Aurora. Absolutely very stylish, there's traditional touches, a great family ship, and a real favourite with P&O customers. You've got stunning food on board this ship. You've got the Masquerade restaurant, is delicious, and then Marco Pierre White works with P&O as well, so there's often a Marco Pierre White restaurant on board, so that kind of says it all, doesn't it? Absolutely
really
spectacular food. You've also got a Playhouse cinema as well, so fun. You can go and watch a little movie. You've got the Alexandria and Medina as well, Cafe Bordeaux. You've got your spectacular shows. The entertainment is really high quality, as you can see. It always actually amazes me how talented the performers are.
And for me, it's a big part of your evening, but to see a free show that's of a West End standard.
Yeah, the lovely thing about cruising is, you know, you've got your cabin, you're like, what should we do tonight? And it's all just a short walk away.
Or it might be a great comedian that you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Or it might be that you sort of opt out and everybody else is in the theatre and you go and find a nice little quiet, cosy corner and just have a lovely glass of wine or whatever it is. That's the joy of cruising. You can take it as you go along.
And, you know, if you are booking a first cruise tonight, it doesn't get better than this. You know, you are in the right place tonight.
Yes.
Did I mention, by the way, that isn't for an inside cabin? It's from outside as well.
Yeah, that really is an unbeatable price. It's amazing. You think you're going away for 11 nights as well. So.
Well, let's show you where you're going to be cruising to. One of the benefits of this cruise, if you're someone that doesn't like flying, or you're not able to fly for whatever reason, your holiday begins straight away because it's from Southampton. And that means no problem with having to weigh your suitcases or anything like that.
The last time I flew as well, I forgot and I got a bottle of toner or something like that taken away, thrown in the bin. It really annoys me. Well, I don't know why I still forget. So you can take what you like, get on board, and you're sailing off. And then on day 3, you are arriving in La Coruña. And as you sail in, again, it's one of those lovely things, either be on deck or maybe on your balcony, and you sail in and you'll see this wonderful lighthouse from the 2nd century called Torre de Hercules. It's sort of the main symbol of the city, surrounded by a public park. And then you've got some really famous beaches here, located opposite the port on the other side of the peninsula. They're called Orzan and Riazor, so I'd recommend those. You've got the old town to go and visit. Beautiful old streets and squares, because sometimes also if you've been swimming and things like that on the ship, you might want to have a wander around instead of going to the beach. Totally up to you. Museums, you've got the castle to visit, so you'll have a lovely day. And then you're relaxing at sea, and then you arrive in Casablanca, in the heart of Morocco. And as you arrive, again, it's that wonderful thing. You see a great view of this huge historic city. Really good choices for activities, for sightseeing and for experiences as well. Quite easy to get out of the port and into the city. And then one of the main things is kind of the different shopping experiences, like all the markets and all of that, where you can go and do some really good haggling and get some great souvenirs to take back on board. You could also go and visit the King Hassan II Mosque, which is stunning.
I'm sorry, just going back to the shopping as well. Obviously, it doesn't matter how much you buy either.
No. And if you're with your other half, he can carry it all. And then you could even do a couple of trips. Couldn't you? Very good indeed. Then we've got a day at sea, and then we arrive at Malaga. Now, you're going to be really impressed just by the cruise terminal in Malaga. It's brand new, actually. It's all extremely modern. And then, of course, there's loads of sites to go and explore. The La Alcazaba is a Moorish fort. Beautiful gardens and views over the bay. That's dating from the 8th century. You could go to, if you're an art lover, go and visit the Picasso Museum. Quite amazing, actually, to see lots of Picassos in one place, and they're real rather than postcards, you know. It's quite impressive. Beautiful climate, of course. You've got the botanical gardens. You could do a little visit out to Ronda, which is just stunning, like real old school Spain, or Marbella, or go and visit the Alhambra. I remember going to the Alhambra when I was a kid, and my mum realised I had chicken pox, but that's another story. And irrelevant. But it's all very beautiful. You'll have a wonderful day there, and then you go on day 8 to Seville. Well, to Cadiz is actually the port, but this is the gateway, if you like, to Seville, which is how it's often talked of. And of course, this is the home of the flamenco. It's a very beautiful, romantic place. Go and visit the cathedral. It's stunning. And then on day 9, you arrive in Lisbon. And
there,
Lisbon...
by the way, there's a little picture.
Oh, yeah, there's Cadiz. I like doing my accent on that one. It's very, very good. I've been practicing. And then Lisbon, of course, is Portugal's capital city, cultural hub, just on the Atlantic coast. So beautiful to explore as well. Then you've got a couple of days at sea just to round your cruise off nicely and sail into Southampton with your shopping.
Again, we mentioned we wanted to give you the best deals this year tonight. It does not get better than this. 479, 11 nights. Remember, that is for an outside cabin, so you're going to get all of that lovely natural light. The balcony price on this, by the way, I know loads of you were thinking, oh, well, what's the balcony we like? It's not 999 or anything like that. It is 599 for that balcony.
44 quid or something off the top of my head a day.
I know.
It's just almost a joke, isn't it? And if you think you're getting all your meals and everything and you're on holiday, it's amazing.
Deals like this, we always bring you outstanding value, but deals like this do not come about every day. There's only one date, so you imagine, we are in millions of homes right now, so you imagine the demand for this cruise. If I could book holiday, I would do it. I don't get enough holiday, you know that, Gemma?
I know. Terrible.
I know.
Terrible. It's overworked.
I am, yeah. Anyway, let's show you what's included.
He does okay.
I'm very lucky, I really am. We're going to talk about this in a second, but you can add one night at the Meon Valley Marriott in Southampton. We get a very special deal, £70 per person, and that will include parking and port transfers. And we worked out earlier that your parking for 11 nights was around about £75.
It was £75, so that's great. You get your breakfast in the morning as well, and you can be all fresh and ready to head off, knowing your car is safe. There's
nothing worse than racing down to Southampton, worrying about traffic on the day. So we're going to show that in a second. This is amazing value, £44 per person per night. And if you book tonight, we can say you've saved £440 off the brochure price.
Yes.
You will be very smug on this cruise ship, you know, knowing that you've only spent, you know, such a small amount for such a great cruise. But we mentioned the Meon Valley Hotel. Here's my twin brother to tell you more. Planet Cruise have a great partnership with the Marriott Meon Valley 4-star hotel here in Southampton. Bed, breakfast, free car parking, transfers to and from the port are actually all included. Now, I arrived earlier yesterday. I had someone take care of my bags. I went for a swim. I had the most amazing night's sleep. I've just finished off a hearty breakfast. And now, with my car safely parked, I'm about to take the chauffeur-driven shuttle to Southampton Port, which is a mere 12 miles away. And then when my cruise is over, they'll drop me off here and I can drive safely home.
That makes sense, doesn't it? And actually, as you say, it's being unruffled and unstressed. What you don't want to do is get stuck in traffic and arrive in Southampton and see your ship sailing off.
Oh, it's, you know, I hate being late. It always stresses me. And that's a lovely start to your holiday.
Start.
And, you know, say, we'll include all of your parking, all of your transfers, and we have a very special offer there, £70 per person per night. Anyway, things have been really hot already, but it's time for the hot pick this evening, and it's from Costa. First of all, let's look at those dates. An amazing, selection of dates there. At a great time of year. When I say that, you know, when we look at January and February in the UK, horrible, hideous, cold, depressing months.
Yes, everyone's a bit fed up, aren't they? It's lovely, lovely when you can escape and get a bit of sun.
And look at this, we're going to take you over to Dubai there. We can add on 2 extra nights there if you like that, but very important, the single price on this, because we are selling so many single cabins right now because of the offers that we're bringing you, $739.
Yeah, that's fantastic for a single. And, you know, you are going to get incredible temperatures as well at this time of year.
Talking of singles, by the way, our lovely Keith, who is single and presents, he's going to kill me, who presents the Sunday show, he's going to be with us this Sunday, but also next Tuesday, because you're going to be on board a lovely ship, aren't you?
Yes, I'm on the Azamara journey, and I'm going to be going on a shore excursion, and as amazing evening as well in Naples.
And you'll be telling us all about that, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
So it'll be Keith sat on this sofa next Tuesday and Sunday, of course, as well. Now, we've been asking you about your tips. We want to share your tips when it comes to cruising. If you'd like to send any of these in, then you can do that. hello@planetcruise.co.uk. And, you know, any tips that you've picked up, you know, one of my tips is often, you know, if I'm not going on an excursion, just to stay on the ship, you know, a little bit longer in the morning when it's very quiet.
Yeah, that's a good one. My one is to always look into the drinks packages, because they do work out really well. No, just in terms of value, Sean.
I know, I'm with you on that one. Anyway, so you can email us or contact us on Facebook as well. And we have a new show time coming up, which is going to be Fridays at 11 a.m. And the first Friday show is the 31st of October. Put that date in your diaries. That's a new show time. We should say that's the Sunday show that's moving. The Tuesday one will still be here, 8 o'clock every Tuesday.
That's easy to remember, because that's Halloween that day.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, in the morning before you go trick-or-treating.
So we will have a final Sunday show this week, and then the Sunday show will be moving to Fridays. Now, to stay in touch, you can sign up to our newsletter. You can also get a free copy of the Journey magazine. You can call us for that, or check out our brand new website. The website is, well, it was always great, but it is so good now, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. It's had a bit of an update. It's worth checking out.
But we're going to move on to MSC cruises now. This is your chance of being on board a beautiful ship, but experiencing New York and then sailing all the way over to Rome. But let's talk about New York. New York.
Have you been to New York, Sean?
I've been 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I've been a few
Sorry,
times
that sounds
as
really
well.
big-headed, doesn't it?
It's fantastic. And if you haven't been, you've got to go. You're going to be flying from London Gatwick. But again, if that's not good for you, just give us a ring. And you're flying to New York, and you are going to be staying in a hotel for 2 nights. And you know what? You can do so much in New York in just a couple of days. Very easy to get around because of the kind of grid system of the streets. It's not like London or Manchester, for instance. It's much easier to get about.
I did it all in 2 days with my mum on her 70th, and we got to see a show.
Take your trainers, because you know, and walk. You can walk miles, can't you? It's fantastic. Statue of Liberty, obviously you might want to see that. The Empire State Building, very sad but very interesting. Go to Ground Zero, obviously,
definitely.
which is just historic. Let's face it. Central Park, when you want to have a bit of a time out and you see the famous kind of Trump Tower and everything. Obviously, I know I was going about it. Sounds like I'm a shopaholic.
I know what you're going to
say. New York, oh my word, amazing clothes shopping. Because of the dollar as well, you get really good.
I brought back clothes recently for my niece from America, and you can get, you know, brands like Abercrombie, Hollister, Ralph Lauren for just a few pounds.
Yeah, and there's some actually quite cheap places like Sentry 21. That's my top tip. And just go and get so much stuff.
There's Macy's.
And also for a bit of glamour, go and have a look. Just have a look at somewhere like Saks or Bloomingdale's. It's so exciting. It's all the places you've seen in Friends or you've seen in movies.
And the service is incredible. You know, shop assistants really want to help, don't they?
They do, and waiters, and you can obviously there's all the little diners and everything. The taxi drivers are quite grumpy though. The cab drivers and the yellow cabs.
Yeah, I'm
Get in.
actually.
It's all part of it. It's all good fun. So
anyway,
that's New York.
You've had your 2 nights there, and then you embark this stunning ship.
Maybe they're just grumpy with me because of the amount of shopping I had.
Yeah, maybe it was you, Gemma. But where are we cruising to, first of all, on this lovely ship?
Right, so we're transferring onto the MSC Divina. We've got 16 nights cruising, which is absolutely wonderful. And we are going off to Bermuda.
I've always wanted to go here.
Oh, wow. I mean, what I love about this itinerary is you've got your city break, if you like. You've got your dose of one of the most exciting cities in the world. And then you're here in tranquil paradise. And then we've got some days at sea. So you've got 3 days to yourself to just enjoy the ship. And then on day 11, you have managed to sail all the way to Ponta Delgado, which is in the Azores in Portugal. So this is right out in the Atlantic Ocean, but it's actually closer to Europe than it is to North America. And then you've got another day at sea, and then you arrive in Lisbon. I love this itinerary. It really, really appeals to me. You've got an overnight on board as well, which is great because this city is an absolute lovely mix of must-see museums. You've got castles, cathedrals, so much to do and see in Lisbon. We've also got, I was just wondering, we're going to see some pictures of Lisbon? I think so. They're coming up for you. So it's absolutely beautiful, quite sort of relaxed as well, nice to wander around. You've got some hills there too, so you, again, take your comfy shoes.
And then Seville, isn't it?
Yes, and then we are sailing off to Cadiz again, which means you can go and visit Seville. Again, you've got the real traditional Spain here, but beautiful beaches. Day 16 is at sea. Day 17 is in Barcelona. And, you know, Barcelona, again, a bit like New York, it's a must-see place if you've never been. It's got incredible architecture if you're interested in that. There's an architect called Gaudi, and if you see how kind of weird some of the buildings look, they really do sort of stick out. You must keep an eye out for them. You've also got beautiful Las Ramblas, which is a lovely, lovely area within Barcelona. So you could sit there and rest your feet over a plate of tapas and maybe have a nice cold pitcher of sangria. And if you're a footy fan, why not see if you can get a ticket for a game? You just never know. Why not? Then day 18, we're at sea. And then day 19, we're in Naples, which is where I'm going to be next week. Napoli. Beautiful. It's a kind of big, crazy city. It's Italy's 3rd largest city, but you can also get from here to Capri and to the Amalfi Coast as well. Now, we haven't even mentioned this yet, But on the last day of your trip, you are going to be disembarking in Rome, and on top of everything else that you're getting for your money, we at Planet Cruise are giving you a free tour of the city of Rome. And Rome is the most, I think, to me, one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
And that just stops you hanging around waiting for your flight a little bit later, so you're going to make the most of your very last day. But I tell you what we want to do. We want to really show you how beautiful the MSC fleet are. And this is the MSC Divina. When I think of MSC, I think of opulence, decadence, glamour, beautiful designs.
Yes, absolutely. I think you've kind of got it in one. That is exactly what they're famous for. You know, everywhere you look, you will feel like you're in kind of a wonderfully glamorous soap opera. Almost like, I don't know if when you were a kid you used to watch things like Dynasty and everything. It's got that kind of really glamorous feel.
Should I admit that I did?
Design.
But I did, yes.
Yeah, of course we all did. Fantastic spa, beautiful food, of course. The thing is, the standard on cruises generally these days is so high that actually all the cruise lines are so competitive, aren't they? So everything has to be absolutely spot on, which is all the better for us, isn't it?
And again, just for new viewers that maybe have never been on a cruise ship, you know, I often get asked, you know, oh, I wonder if I'd get bored. Is there enough to do? A land holiday can be very boring. You've got one restaurant, same hotel, the same food. Ships are so beautifully designed.
Yes.
There's so many different areas with different atmospheres.
Yes. And you know what? She's 139,000 tons, this ship. She's the sister ship of the Splendida and the Fantasia. And do you know who christened her with the bottle?
No.
Sophia Loren.
Sophia Loren.
Doesn't get more glamorous than that. Did you?
I did know that.
I could see you racking your brain.
By the way, if you're tempted with this one, if you give us a call right now, the first 10 bookings will get a case of wine sent to their home just before their cruise. You imagine that, a case of wine just for being the first 10 to book tonight. You're going to have to be quick for that. So there we go. Yes, the free case of wine for the first 10 bookings made on tonight's show. Really worth giving us a call straight away. The free Rome City tour that Gemma talked us through. Return flights from London Gatwick. We often say, you know, if flights aren't, you know, for you, if you think, oh, well, I don't live anywhere near London, generally speaking, we can find flights from most UK airports. We can actually make any trip bespoke. So, you know, if you want to add on extra hotel stays with certain trips, if you want to change the flights, we will do our very best to accommodate and help. And don't forget, you're going to be overnight on board in New York and Lisbon on that one. Wow. That's
a lovely itinerary. Like I say, you've got the city, you've got beach, and then you've got Europe as well. It's amazing.
I told you, tonight's show, we reckon the best this year. But we haven't finished. We have 2 more outstanding offers. Now, the next one is with Princess Cruises. They have an amazing reputation in the industry, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And it's on board the Caribbean Princess. And wait till we tell you how much money we're going to give you to spend when you're on your cruise. But let's give you a taste of Princess.
Princess Cruises first set sail in 1965 with a single ship cruising to Mexico. Today, the line has grown to become the 3rd largest cruise line in the world.
Princess is known for being a bit of an industry innovator, because over the years they've introduced so many new features and experiences on board their ships that have been so popular, other cruise lines are now copying them.
Among them are affordable balconies on many of the ship's outside cabins, as well as 24-hour dining, and a choice of dining venues and flexible dining times. Princess ships also debuted features such as movies under the stars and the Sentry adults-only Oasis.
In the fitness centre you'll find all the latest equipment, plus a range of classes including cycling, Pilates, yoga, stretch and abs. But if chilling out and being pampered is more your thing, then you might want to head up here, to the tranquil environment of the Lotus Spa.
With a menu of dozens of calming and rejuvenating treatments, the Lotus Spa is guaranteed to be one of the highlights of your cruise.
Throughout the day on your Princess cruise, the chefs are busy preparing your next memorable meal. All bread, cakes and pastries are baked 3 times a day. All sauces are prepared by hand.
Specialty restaurants include Sabatini's, Princess's signature Italian restaurant. The Crown Grill offers a variety of premium beef and seafood dishes, but
tonight's formal night and I've decided to eat in the main restaurant. As I'm booked on anytime dining, I can just turn up and eat at whatever time I like. Princess are known for their dynamic and exciting production shows, with some of the largest casts at sea. Tonight we've got a 70s theme with Blame It on the Boogie.
All shows are produced in-house and feature lively music and stunning choreography, featuring one of the largest casts at sea. As well as shows, you can enjoy a night of stand-up comedy, a game show, a sing-song in the piano bar, a romantic dance, or just a quiet night with friends in a lounge bar.
Something completely different. How about a movie under the stars? It's a signature feature of all Princess ships, and it's a great way to end the day.
That was Jonathan there reporting from Planet Cruise. Amazing ships.
Yeah, I do love the movies under the stars as well. Great fun.
Anyway, let's show you where we're going to be cruising too. Starting, of course, in Southampton, so nice and easy, and we're going to be visiting the beautiful Norwegian fjords.
Yeah, and I think the point is, when you're going to the Norwegian fjords, that every single port, it's less about all the different sights you'll be seeing, and it's more about the absolutely breathtaking scenery. And I hope the pictures that we're going to be showing you now will really give you a sense of that. This is a cruise, and you know, Sean's done it. He's been to the Norwegian fjords, haven't you? And it's just that feeling of complete tranquility.
And I'll be honest, I looked at pictures like this and thought, oh, it all looks very nice. But to be on a ship and to be cruising through them, it was spectacular. How much are you going back?
Are
this
you?
Year, next year, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that says it all. And, you know, this is the first port is Stavanger here. And, you know, you're talking about the kind of places where Vikings were, you know, all those years ago, 10,000 years ago. And, you know, if you're coming to Norway, you want to immerse yourself in this amazing scenery. The very high up thing that we saw before is called, well, it's the jumping off point where boat trips come in. You've got the Pulpit Rock. And if you go up there, I mean, the photos you'll see gushing waterfalls, absolutely stunning. And you've got, of course, museums as well. But look at that. I mean, how tiny is that person up there? I'm not sure I'd want to go quite so near the edge myself. And then day 4, we're sailing into Skjolden. And this sits at the end of the world's longest fjord, which is overlooked by a really high mountain, the Jotunheimen. And you've got one of the biggest glaciers here on mainland Europe. And again, look at that. It's just about getting away from it all, about leaving all your worries at home, about peace and quiet and feeling really kind of humble. It's so beautiful. The fresh air as well. You'll be knocked out. You'll sleep so well on this trip.
I switched my phone off for the whole week.
Oh, great, yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Just a proper detox from life. And then you go to Olden, which is a lovely little village at the other end kind of thing. And again, you've got the peaceful valleys, little farms, gleaming glaciers, amazing waterfalls and mountains. And then we go to Bergen, and this is known as the gateway to the fjords. It's Norway's second largest city. It's really picturesque and pretty, and you've got an ornamental lake and parklands, and it's a really friendly place, very easy to get about, lots of history and art here as well. Great to get about on foot or public transport, and you've got markets. And again, look at that. I mean, it's just so pretty. I thoroughly agree with Sean. Switch your phone off and just enjoy the peace.
A final day at sea, and then back, of course, to Southampton. And don't forget, you'll be spending the week on board the stunning, the beautiful Caribbean Princess.
Yeah.
In terms of spending, when I mentioned we're giving you a lot on this one, it's $375 on board spending. We worked this out, but was it
Yeah, well, it's about £230 thereabouts, so that's a lot.
It's a lot of money to spend. That's good.
Well, it's a few treatments, it's a lot of drinks, or it's activities, you know, it's whatever you want it to be, but that's nice. There's a lot off the price of the cruise if you think about it.
And don't forget, only a deposit needed today, and then you've got this to look forward to. And it is one of the more expensive dates, generally speaking, the 11th of July, of course, as well. This is what's included tonight. We mentioned all of that onboard credit, which is fantastic, $375. If you book right now, we said we want you to book early tonight. The first 10 bookings will get a free case of wine delivered to their home. Wow, that's going to be for the first 10 tonight. And I know we've been really busy. And then finally, a family of 4 can go from only £2,689 per person. But we are actually going to go live to the call centre. I say we're having a very busy night. We're going to speak to Alex. Are you there, Alex?
Oh, hi, good evening, Sean.
Hello. I can hear quite a lot of bustle in the background, Alex.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bad line. Just, you know, we are extremely busy here this evening, though. It's really busy.
I thought so. What's been the most popular cruise so far?
Well, the Thompson deal's been really, really good. But also at the moment, one that we're selling very fast is the Carnival Miracle. Really popular.
Great itinerary, I think. It's just such an amazing, amazing itinerary.
It was actually unbelievable.
Starting in Vegas.
And it's
I
exclusive.
recommend to anybody that wants to, if anyone is interested in the Carnival, please give us a call and get it booked up, because we have not got much availability left at all.
I was going to say, and Alex, the balcony of that was superb at $9.99. I bet that one's going like that, isn't it?
It's nearly all gone. The bottles of champagne are now gone, unfortunately. Like I said, it's selling out like hotcakes.
Oh, Alex, I know I'll let you get back, because I know the team are incredibly busy tonight. But thank you so much, and thanks for giving us a heads up about Carnival. Yeah, if you want that Carnival deal, you need to book right now to get the balcony at $9.99. It is going like that. We're right.
She was like, I've got to go.
I know. Alex was like, I'd love to talk to you, but I need to get back to the phones. Final cruise of the night. One of my great friends here at Ideal, Dave's, just booked this. It's with Celebrity. It's an itinerary that you need to take advantage of, because this ship, it's going to be the final time to actually go on this ship and do this itinerary. Let's take on board Celebrity 5-star luxury.
With exceptional levels of service and a crew-to-guest ratio of 1:2, and well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that's both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line who offer a very real sense of modern luxury. Celebrity Cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining, not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality of the food that they offer. Experience saver menus pairing classic and contemporary selections, from casual al fresco dining through to the stunning main dining room. And of course, there's an appetising range of quirky, excellent specialty restaurants. Matching a bar to your mood is what Celebrity does best. And there's a great range of beverage and wine packages offering great value. You can top up the tan while enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your Sea Pass card and help yourself to another great glass of vino in Cellar Masters. You can soak up the sounds of the big band in the Passport Bar, or try one of the 64 craft beers available on board. My favourite, though, has to be here at the Molecular Bar, where tasting the work of the liquid chef will engage all your senses. Life on board Celebrity Cruises is an opportunity for you to enjoy your holiday just as you want it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice really is yours. Cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship. When the sun sets, Celebrity ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars, lounges, nightclubs and casinos. You can relax with a cocktail, meet new friends, take to the dance floor, or hit the casino tables. But keep an eye out for the interactive theme parties. You may even find dancers in exquisite costumes suddenly appear to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, dance, comedy, magic, music, and an extraordinary front row seat waiting just for you. On a Celebrity cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from, and over 85% have a private balcony. The design is smart, fresh and contemporary, and all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen, and 24-hour complimentary room service. From comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies, and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
You will love the 5-star modern luxury. Right, over to you, Gemma, because this really is a trip of a lifetime.
Absolutely. Right, we are flying from London to Dubai, and then you have got an overnight there in a hotel, which is great because, of course, the sights that you want to see in this exciting city. You've got the Burj Khalifa, you could go on a desert safari, you've got, of course, the wonderful souks to get that real flavour of the part of the world that you're in. You know, the Burj Al Arab Hotel, which I think is probably one of the most expensive hotels, if not the most expensive hotel in the world. I don't suggest you go and stay there, but I do suggest you go and have a look at the gold-plated lift. That in the background there is the Burj Khalifa, that big tower. So loads to do and see. And then on day 3, you're going to transfer to the ship, and you've got another overnight on board, so you really are going to get the best out of staying in Dubai. And then we sail off for a couple of days, and on day 8 we arrive in Mumbai, which used to be called, of course, Bombay. And, you know, you won't know what's hit you. This is chaotic India, a cacophony of like horns and noise and bustling crowds. Amazing, amazing atmosphere though, and you will really enjoy visiting it. Of course, the British were there for years. You've got all the colonial influence, and if you can go and visit the Taj Mahal as well, what an experience. Day 9, you're in Goa, a very famous Indian holiday resort. I've actually never been, but people I know have been and rave about it. Then you're in New Mangalore, so you're getting a real lovely flavour of different destinations in India. Day 11 you're at sea, and day 12 you arrive in Colombo in Sri Lanka. Really diverse, interesting city. You could take a train ride along the coast or just explore the wetlands or the bustling streets of the city. No doubt you will see some elephants. And do go and visit the Temple of the Tooth Relic of Lord Buddha. And then you've got a couple more days at sea before arriving in Singapore, where you've got yet another overnight on board, which in a city like this, again, like you had in Dubai, you get the real chance to explore. You must go to, the Botanic Gardens, Orchard Road's famous for the shopping. You could do a river cruise or just go and have a Singapore sling in Raffles. And then on day 17, you're off to the airport. Day 18, you arrive back in London with tales to tell.
Wow, and I know that this is one of the final chances of doing this itinerary on this particular ship, which is the Celebrity Sentry, of course. And, many of you will know I have cruised with Celebrity on numerous occasions, just booked my next cruise with them. The standards, not just with the ships, but the service, the food, the entertainment, I cannot fault it.
No, absolutely not. You've got that lovely combination here of the most exquisite ship, but a really interesting itinerary with incredible destinations. I think this is so worth doing.
And they are winning so many awards on a regular basis. Now, this is what's included tonight. If you go for the Ocean View, we've done the maths on this. The Ocean View is only £300 more. The drinks package we worked out over the entire cruise, the 40 nights, we worked out it's $49 a night, that was about £30 times 40, about £420 it would cost you.
Yeah, it's a huge amount. And if you think that, even if you're just going and having a lovely, nice latte every day and your juice in the morning and those kind of things, and smoothies and stuff, so lovely.
A great single price on this one as well, but honestly, go for the Ocean View because the drinks package is worth it. And this is what you'd get on the drinks package. Gemma just gave you a little idea there, but it is one of the best drinks packages on the seas there, the Classics drinks package. Now, I don't know where the time's gone.
Oh, wow, I know.
We promised you one of the busiest shows, one of the best shows ever. We started with Thompson. We heard, of course, from the call centre, this one is really popular tonight. You wait for 2 weeks on board the Thompson Spirit there, and you get the 7 nights, of course, in that fabulous resort as well in Marmaris, or just near Marmaris, I should say. Then Carnival is absolutely flying tonight. It doesn't get better than this. You've got to go for the balcony if you can before it sells out. $9.99 for that balcony on the lead date. And you've got to remember those amazing stays in Las Vegas, and then that fantastic cruise around Mexico there as well. $949 is the price. By the way, if you are a single passenger, you can do this at $1149. And, of course, you'll be staying in the Luxor, won't you? Yes, absolutely. So, a gorgeous hotel as well. Then, very quickly, P&O, this crashed in price today. It is down by an amazing £400 off the brochure price. Yeah. Over that, actually, $440. It is $479. It will go. That's for an outside, by the way. MSC were next. That fantastic cruise, which takes you, of course, to New York and then all the way over to Rome at $1549. Then Princess Cruises, the Caribbean Princess, that's 7 nights, Norwegian fjords, remember, $899. The onboard spend is massive on that one, works out around about £230. And then we just saw Celebrity, one of the last chances to do this itinerary on this ship, Dubai to Singapore. And don't forget, we had that fantastic hot pick with Costa, 8 nights at $599. We have a new showtime. We will be with you this Sunday, but from then onwards, the Sunday show is moving to Friday at 11 a.m. But the Tuesday show will still continue, of course, at 8 o'clock. And if you'd like to stay in touch, we have various ways of doing that. There's our newsletter, there's our Journey magazine, or, of course, you can check out our brand new website as well. And we always love you to be part of the show. We've got a huge loyal following, of course, with the show being running for so many years. You can tweet us. You can contact us via Facebook. We have loads of great videos on YouTube. And, of course, you can email us, hello@planetcruise.co.uk. All of the cruises, by the way, quality assured. That means that you're safe with your money and your deposits. And for more, you can check out our website, of course, as well. There's me. So there's our fantastic website, which is brand new. Carnival, can we just say, is selling so quickly. Thank you to Luke for bringing us that exclusive deal. Gemma, have a great time on your ship next week. I will. I'll be on the Azamara journey, if any of you are going to be on it, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'm so jealous. But I'll be with you next week, presenting this fabulous show. Thank you so much. Keep those calls coming in. It's a free phone number, don't forget, with Planet Cruise. We'll see you on Sunday. See you soon.